Welcome to our Metro Vancouver Future of the Region Sustainability Dialogue Series on solid waste, options for the region. And thank you very much for your participation today. My name is Peter Holt, and I'm your moderator for this evening's dialogue. Today's dialogue is the second of a series of 4 that will address challenges and opportunities in managing solid waste for our region. This series is the last for 2009 and wraps up a year of debate and discussion on some of the region's most demanding issues, ranging from the economy to our regional growth. Changing global circumstances, a shifting regional profile, and the need for new, more sustainable approaches to managing our region have all contributed to a greater public interest in these issues. Today, we will focus on solid waste and hear more about what we need to consider in moving forward with decision-making for its reduction and for its disposal. So, in a minute or two, I will set the scene in terms of how we see today's discussion proceeding. But first, let me introduce Ernie Daykin, Metro Vancouver Board Director and Mayor for the District of Maple Ridge.
Thank you, Peter. Good evening, and on behalf of Mayor Jackson, Metro Vancouver Chair, I welcome you here this evening. It is encouraging to see you folks out, particularly on a dark winter evening, and we recognize that time is probably one of the most precious commodities that folks have these days, and for you to give us of your time is encouraging, and your input is key to helping us find solutions to our waste management challenges. As you are all aware, I'm sure, Metro Vancouver and its member municipalities are developing a new solid waste management plan that will meet the region's key sustainability principles, protect the natural environment, provide ongoing prosperity, and build community capacity and cohesion. The plan that, once it's set in place, will set the path for waste reduction and disposal for years to come. And it is imperative that we get it right. And I think it's important that we proceed from a common understanding. And I think a good place to start is to restate the fact that Metro Vancouver is committed to reducing waste. Metro Vancouver firmly embraces the need to reduce the amount of waste that's generated and destined for disposal in the first place. And that's the best approach to dealing with our garbage. We intend to do that through an aggressive waste reduction, recycling, and reuse initiative called the Zero Waste Challenge. And by the way, the Zero Waste Challenge, excuse me, the Zero Waste Challenge, we intend to increase the disposal and the diversion rate from its current 55%, that's already, compared to the Canadian average of 22%, is quite progressive. But we want to hit 70% by 2015. And we're going to do that by implementing a wide range of actions, added emphasis on the extended product stewardship programs, responsibility in dealing with waste and returning it to the producers, convenient eco centers for residents, and additional regulations affecting the industrial, commercial, and in institutional sector, amongst other actions. And we haven't waited for the plan to kick in or for the Zero Waste Challenge to get into gear. I'm not going to go into a lot of detail, but there's already been one regional organics management facility opened. Additional bans have been put in place at our transfer stations, and the award-winning Metro Vancouver Recycles website are all examples of real actions that have already taken place. So, with reduction strategy at the forefront, the plan is going to go on to consider what we do with the inevitable material that's left over after we hit the diversion rate of 70%. And exploring potential options to what we do with those materials in the foreseeable future that cannot be reduced, reused, or recycled, Metro Vancouver has gone into a lot of work to examining best practices from around the world. We commissioned and widely distributed an independent report that analyzes the costs and benefits of landfill, waste to energy, and mechanical biological treatment processes. We've sought the advice of leading experts internationally as well as locally, and looked at the challenge in terms of environmental and human health implications and the potential options. We've had a variety of meetings in a variety of forms to get input from the public, and it's critical. So with that as a foundation, our new plan is intended to arrive at solutions that will balance the environmental, the social, and the economic impacts on the system as a whole. And again, to help us better understand the issues at hand and to prime the pump for what I'm sure will be a spirited discussion, we are fortunate to have an outstanding panel of experts that are going to contribute to our discussion this evening. And I thank you for your kind attention. And with that, I will turn it back over to Peter.